This video is sponsored by Granite Studio, RKTF University.
Good morning, I'm Zusha Agarwal and you're watching News Flash. Today is the 15th of June and we have a lineup of crucial stories touching every corner of the globe, from the latest developments in politics to groundbreaking advancements in technology. Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni greeted PM Modi with a namaste and exchanged pleasantries when the two met in the picturesque town of Taormina at the sidelines of the G7 summit in Italy's Apulia region. PM Modi is in Italy as India is participating as an outreach nation in the 50th Group of 7 Leaders Summit. Russian President Vladimir Putin has approved a plan to jointly build the International Lunar Research Station with China, an ambitious space project which was announced previously by the two close neighbors. The document connected with the International Lunar Research Station was published on the Russian official legal information portal on Wednesday. Israel has rejected a proposal by French President Emmanuel Macron to defuse the tensions with Lebanon-backed Hezbollah. For weeks, Hezbollah has stepped up the attacks in northern Israel, which have bogged down the Israeli military and has caused widespread fires in the region. India will send a high-level delegation to an international summit in Switzerland on Ukraine this weekend, announced President Vladimir Zelensky after meeting Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi in Italy on Friday. Thanks to Prime Minister Narendra Modi for sending a high-level delegation to the summit, Zelensky stated on the Telegram app following the meeting. Prime Minister Rishi Sunak's Conservative Party, which once held a strong second place in opinion polls, has now been pushed to the third post. Now, with snap elections approaching fast, the latest government poll indicates that the Reform UK party has overtaken the Tories. United Kingdom's Prime Minister Rishi Sunak, pledging contentious support for Ukraine in its war with Russia, has stated that Russian President Vladimir Putin will not outlast the resolve of Western nations backing Ukraine. Speaking on the sidelines of the G7 summit in Italy, Sunak highlighted British and Western commitments to Ukraine, emphasizing their long-term support. Amid strained bilateral ties over the case relating to the killing of 6 separatists, Hardeep Singh Nijjar, Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Friday held a brief conversation with his Canadian counterpart Justin Trudeau on the sidelines of G7 summit in Italy. The United States has sanctioned an extremist Israeli group for obstructing humanitarian aid trucks destined for the Gaza Strip. Over recent weeks, far-right extremists in Israel have been attacking and disrupting the movement of these trucks carrying essential supplies to the war-torn region. The Israeli government has yet to effectively address or curb the activities of these extremists. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Friday met Pope Francis with a warm embrace at the outreach session of the G7 summit in Italy's Apulia. PM Modi invited the Pope to visit India. The Indian Prime Minister also said that he admired the Pontiff's commitment to serving the people. It is time for a break now. We'll be back with more news. Stay tuned.
इस तरह RKTF विश्वविद्यालय राज्य और देश के आधुनिक और उच्च विश्वविद्यालयों में से एक है।
RKTF यूनिवर्सिटी, ये है RKTF यूनिवर्सिटी।
RKTF University, a world-class university. Education glorifies nation.
The ministry offices in Luton's Delhi, Hotel Janapath, as well as airport terminals. Granite Studio India, with its prestigious brands, rich experience, and the trust of our clients, can be your reliable partner. We are here for you, for innovating, processing, supplying, and executing in stone. Contact us today for our special sample kit.
PM Narendra Modi met with French President Emmanuel Macron and British Prime Minister Rishi Sunak to discuss enhancing bilateral ties and exchanging views on global issues and matters of mutual interest. Additionally, PM Modi held a bilateral meeting with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, who briefed him on various aspects of the ongoing Russia-Ukraine conflict. Bharat negotiates with France to purchase 26 Rafale Marine jets for enhancing Indian Navy's capabilities. The talks postponed to June due to Lok Sabha elections, focusing on price and details. The French delegation is currently in New Delhi, includes Directorate General of Armament officials. At the G7 summit in Italy, Prime Minister Narendra Modi advocated for the inclusive use of artificial intelligence and other technologies. During the outreach session on artificial intelligence and energy, Africa and the Mediterranean, Modi emphasized India's commitment to the inclusive application of AI and its creative uses. He also called for ending monopolies in technological domains to ensure fair and widespread access to advancements in AI. The suspense over the distribution of portfolios in the Chandrababu Naidu-led Andhra Pradesh government ended on Friday. 2 days after Naidu and 24 ministers were sworn in, Naidu announced that Jan Sena Party chief Pawan Kalyan will be his deputy. The Delhi Metro Rail Corporation has announced that train services on Phase 3 sections will start at 6 a.m. on Sunday, June 16, to accommodate candidates appearing for the UPSC Civil Services examination. Normally, these services begin at 8 a.m. on Sundays. Anuj Dayal, DMRC's Principal Executive Director, made the announcement on Friday. A court in Delhi on Friday requested Tihar Jail authorities to respond to Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal's application, which seeks permission for his wife to join a medical board evaluating his health condition and treatment. Additional Sessions Judge Mukesh Kumar has directed the relevant authorities to submit their reply by Saturday. Kejriwal is currently detained in Tihar Jail following his arrest in connection with a money laundering case linked to the alleged Delhi excise policy scam. Tamil Nadu BJP President K. Annamalai visited party leader Tamilisai Soundarajan in Chennai on Friday, praising her political experience as a significant boost for the party's growth. Following his visit, Annamalai expressed his happiness on X, lauding Akka Tamilisai for her effective leadership as the former chief of the party's Tamil Nadu unit. The Lok Sabha will elect its new speaker on June 26, with members able to submit notices for motions supporting candidates until noon the day before, according to the Lok Sabha Secretariat. The 18th Lok Sabha will convene for the first time on June 24, and the session will conclude on July 3. Members can submit their written notices to the Secretary General to support a candidate for the Speaker's office before the deadline. The United States and Turkey are working together to crack down on a human struggling network linked to the Islamic State militant movement, the US Treasury Department said on Friday. After a probe closely coordinated with Ankara, Washington imposed sanctions on 4 individuals, 3 of whom were involved in the network, it said in a statement. That's all for the headlines of the day. For more updates, download the app and keep watching Rhythm.